Start. We're back. I'm just gonna save real quick, because that's what you do. Day 1. Yeah. No, I didn't. I didn't know I was supposed to... Oh, check in at the front desk. She just met Mai, and she's wondering if she should check in at the front desk. Good. They'll offer to have a staff member give you a tour of campus, but I can show you around. We don't get many transfer students in year 3, you know. Is that your only bag? Just the one? I'm glad I brought an extra bag of stuff to decorate our room with. I started already. I hope you don't mind. But I did wait to string the lights. I thought we could do it together, you know? She spoke quickly, the words bubbling. Oh, good. I'm good. Because I do that. Yeah, okay. That sounds good. See, this game is really cool because it shows me how introverted people think, and I'm not one of them, and I feel like I overwhelm people sometimes, which maybe I do, but it makes me comforted that they probably don't mind. Greetings, and how was your break? And look at how tan you got. When I got back from Peru, everybody told me that I was tan, and I literally thought they were mocking me, because I am so pale. Seemed like everyone knew each other, but they weren't. I followed Maya as she led through the maze of students and up 2 flights of stairs. Each dorm room looked the same as the last, narrow, white doors lining both sides of the pale pink walls. Thin gold numbers were tacked to the front of each, the numbers rising as we climbed. You're not missing anything with the campus tour, I promise. Mr. Saitomo does them every year, and he's, like, totally dull. He just drags you around the entire campus and talks in that weird, squeaky voice of his. I'll tell you everything you need to know. See, the names... I always put the emphasis on the second syllable from last because that's how you do it in more Germanic and Romantic languages. But in Japanese, it's like the first word, the first syllable that gets it. So I've been trying to say it right, but I might not. So please forgive me. It's only like 5 people that watch this channel anyway. I smiled, trying to let this calm my nerves. Although maybe I'll get more, depending on how popular this gets, and I'm going to be one of the only people to Let's Play it other than the normal Boots people. Like, I'll be one of the... Well, they'll get all the views because they're the actual normal Boots people, but that's okay. Like, it might be a popular thing. Maybe people will like it. We headed down a hallway on the 3rd floor. Mai stopped us in front of a door numbered 325. Here we are! A faint smell of potpourri wafted through the room. The walls, like the hallway, were a soft, powdery pink. Maya already defaced them with tapestries of posters like of Alvin Stein, magazine cutouts, and photographs. Some of the photos were of cats, but most were of male models and rugged musicians. That's not like me. A bunk bed, 2 writing desks with wooden chairs, a small dresser, and a mirrored vanity, all clearly provided by the school, were the only pieces of furniture in the tiny room. So it doesn't look like this yet. It is, this isn't there, and this isn't there, and this lights isn't there. The top bunk was already... Oh, and this isn't there. It was already covered in neatly tucked blankets and throw pillows of clashing patterns and colors. The bottom bunk had a single, stiff-looking pillow and a thin cotton blanket that I didn't need to touch to know was horribly itchy. I must have grimaced because Maya quickly smiled at me. I brought way too many pillows and blankets. I always overpack. I went to Italy over break and Mom got really mad at me because I brought 5 bags, but we were only there for a week. She laughed, pulled several blankets and pillows from her bunk, and rearranged them neatly on mine. A sudden twinge of guilt and embarrassment hit me. There, that's much better. Thanks, Mai. I placed my suitcase on the bottom bunk and began to unpack its contents. Several changes of clothing, pens and pencils, empty notebooks, a few photographs of my father, a dilapidated stuffed rabbit, and an old portable radio and a small black box. Maya opened the curtains and sunlight poured in. So, where are you from? I slid the now empty suitcase under the bottom bunk. About 2 hours north of here, it's a small town called Amiririsu. Did I do that right? You probably haven't heard of it. I can flip my R's because singing. I set the stuffed rabbit, Mr. Bunny, on my bed beside a purple and teal throw pillow. Also, I've heard her say it. I've heard Hannah say it. Hannah, sorry. Oh, did you go to a different boarding school, or... No, I went to a public school down the street from my house. Public school? What was it like? Were the students mean? Did you have a lot of friends? I always went to private schools. My parents work a lot, and my dad goes to overseas, so I think they stuck me here for convenience. Oh, hey, what's that? I'd removed an ornately patterned origami crane from a black box and was setting it on the unclaimed writing desk. Oh, this? My mother made it for me a long time ago. Oh, is that why she's so... Okay, that's cute. I stood it beside a stack of thick textbooks, which I assumed were provided for me. Pretty much that. Wow, it's so pretty. I've never seen paper like that before. Oh yeah, the lights! Let me get them. See, the timbre of our voices are similar. I'm just not as good. Mai went to her own desk, opened the drawer, and pulled out a long, tangled string of fairy lights. I thought these would look nice. Here, help me string them up. She grabbed a container of push pins, then pulled her own wooden desk chair out and over to one wall. I did the same with my own. Together, we pinned the lights around the perimeter of the room. How was the train ride over? Did you meet anyone? No, not really. I was in a compartment with some guy, and... Some guy, huh? Was he cute? Well, you'd say so. Oh, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't even get his name. That's me! Like, I always relate everything to myself if I can. I just am apparently self-centered like that. But it's cool to find things that are similar to you. But I never look at if a guy's attractive. And people ask me, is he cute? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I'm in love with him, but I don't remember if he's cute or not. Just trust me on that. Mara seemed disappointed for a moment, then perked back up. You'll have to point him out to me if you see him again. Okay. Once we finished stringing the lights, Maya climbed down from her chair and brushed her hands together triumphantly. Done! Oh man, I put a real S on that D. Okay, now it's time for lunch. The food here is pretty good. There's this ramen place down the street from campus that's like out of this world, but the school only lets us leave campus on weekends. Maya walked to the window. We could go today because it's Sunday and it's pretty nice out. But I guess you might want to go to the caf since you just got there. Not here. We could... She was suddenly interrupted by her own enthusiastic laughter. Sorry I ruined the soundbite there, but sorry. I don't like saying gosh. And like, in a sentence. It's not appropriate to me because it's implying like using God's name inappropriately. So, Mimi Santos just totally tripped outside and fell on her face. I saw it. Oh, is that mean to laugh? Maybe I shouldn't have. No, Mimi's a jerk. Go right ahead. Oh, well. Anyway, let's go eat. I'm totally starved. She led me out of the room before I even had the chance to respond. The cafeteria was buzzing with students excited for the new year. The only people as nervous looking as I felt were the tables of skittish, wide-eyed first years. Well, that makes sense, because they've never gone to the school either. I stepped into line behind Mai, taking an empty plastic tray. We shuffled through, asking for helpings from us, the sulky cafeteria workers, when we passed something that looked good. What do you guys want to eat? Tell me what you want to eat in the comments. I want... sometimes they have, like, cheese and broccoli, and that's really good. With full trays... I'm not at this school, but, like, in, like, places, like restaurants, and I've had it, like, homemade before. With full trays, Mai led me straight to a table in the back where a few students were already sitting. Mai sat down and I took a seat across from her. Hi, Mai. How was your break? I don't like Mimi. It was good. I went to Italy and Spain. Dad fell off a ski jet and broke his ankle. It's better now, though. Oh. Well, that's nice. I expected to be introduced, but the girl turned back to her group of friends and Mai turned back to me. She began to assault her food with a fork and tell me in practically minute-by-minute account about her fleeting romance last summer with a boy she met on the beach that didn't go further than a few salty kisses. You got kisses? That's crazy. That's crazy. I'll listen to that. I sat back and let Mai talk. For the first time since arriving on campus, I felt like I was actually able to breathe. Finally able to breathe. I picked up my Brussels sprouts and studied Mai as she spoke. I'm going to pause right here because I need to go take care of something, and I think we're about to come across a more exciting bit where she sees a person and freaks out, so I'll just leave that for the next episode. Pause!